Hi everyone, this is Nicholas. Today, we are going to convert proper algebraic fractions to partial fractions. So let's go. For partial fractions, there are three cases. The first case, proper fractions with distinct linear factors in the denominator. Number two, proper fractions with repeated linear factors in the denominator. And lastly, proper fractions with quadratic x squared plus c squared in the denominator. So let's look at case 1. We can see that the denominator are different, so let us express it as partial fractions and label them as equation 1. Next step, let us multiply both sides by the denominator, x plus 1, 2x minus 5. Let us label this as equation 2. Now, let us sub in suitable values of x to get a and b respectively. Let us sub x equals to negative 1 to find a first. A equals to 3. Now, let us sub x equals to 5 over 2 to find b. B equals to 4. After finding the values of a and b, we are going to put them back into equation 1. So now, we have looked at case 1 with distinct linear factors. We will now look at case 2 with repeated linear factors. We can see that there is a square on x plus 2. Thus, it is a repeated linear factor. So let us express it as partial fractions and label them as equation 1. Next step, let us multiply both sides by the denominator, x minus 11, x plus 2 squared, and label it as equation 2. Now, let us substitute suitable values of x to find a, b, and c respectively. Let us sub x equals to 11 to find a first. A equals to 3. Now, let us sub x equals to negative 2 to find c. C equals to 2. Lastly, let us sub x equals to 0 to find the value of b. b equals to 1. After finding the values of a, b, and c, we are going to put them back into equation 1. So, now we have looked at case 2 with repeated linear factors. We will now look at case 3 with quadratic factor. We can see that there is a quadratic factor in the denominator. So let us express it as a partial fraction and label them as equation 1. Next step, let us multiply both sides by the denominator, x multiplied by x squared plus 3, and label this as equation 2. Now, let us substitute the suitable values of x to find a, b, and c respectively. First, let us sub x equal to 0 to find the value of a. A equals 5. Now, let us sub x equals to 1 to get the first equation and label this equation equation 3. We will get b plus c equals to 3. Now, let us sub x equals to negative 1 to get the second equation and label this equation 4. We will get b minus c equals to negative 1. This is equation 4. Solving equation 3 and 4 simultaneously, we will obtain b equals to 2 and c equals to 1. After finding the values of a, b, and c, we are going to put them back into equation 1. So this is how you convert proper algebraic fractions to partial fractions. If you find our content useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon!